We continue learning Rabeinu Yona's Sharei Teshuva. We pick it up on page 681. And as we wrap up this wonderful and incredible, monumental sefer, says Rabeinu Yona, Mash'amr Zechron Levracha, quoting the Gemara in Yuma, continuing with Chil Hashem, Kimi Sheyish Biyado Chil Hashem. Someone who was over this horrible sin, Tshuva v'Yom Kippurim v'Yisurin Tailin u'Misa Mimarakes. As we've learned, Tshuva and Yom Kippur and Yisurim, all of those only suspend the punishment. But the true and complete kapara is only through Misa. Why? Lefisha Misa Mimarakes kol chait. Because death cleanses every sin. After the effective tshuva. So you did the tshuva, you had the Yom Kippur, you had the Yisurim, then the Misa leaves him clean. But let's say he was killed. But before he died, he was able to recite the Vidui, thereby effecting a complete tshuva. From that moment that he feels he's about to die, he has already gained the tshuva. And therefore, it's as if you killed an innocent person. Why? Because he got a complete kapara from the fact that at those last moments, he felt horrible and he said vidu over that which he did. Even under Rishayim, we talk this way because they do tshuva before they die. Excuse me, they're considered chasidim lefi shenasa b'hem adin. Why? Because of the din that was imposed upon them, meaning when they realized they're about to die, they said a vidoy and they had a true and complete kabarik. Says the Gemara in Megillah, once you receive the malchus, he's like your brother. So teaches Rabeinu Yona over here that the tshuva moments before death are tshuvas that actually allows the person to leave this world completely clean and cleansed from all sins. Continues Rabeinu Yona. Aveira is that one confesses on Yom Kippur. Even the next year you have to say Vidui Oiver. Shenemar v'chatasi negdi tamid. Your Aveira should always be in front of you. Rav Lezben Yaakov argues, says, no, you don't have to say Vidui again because you said it and you got your kabara. The Medrash says you should not say vidui again over the same aveira. There's 3 reasons. Number 1, you don't have bitachon. You don't think God forgave you. You went through Yom Kippur. You went through the tshuva process. You said vidui. Now you're doing it again the next year. Where's your bitachon? Where's your reliance on God that He will give you the kapara? It says if you don't believe in slicha, that Hashem is the ultimate. He carries the sins and He overlooks the transgressions. Says the Medrash Apostle in Tehillim from David HaMelech, the lying lips should be silenced, meaning by saying another vidui, it's a form of sheker, because you should feel that you got your kapara the previous Yom HaKippurim. Vasheni, and another reason, if one only mentions his prior sins, you didn't have Aveira in year 1. If year 2, you're still mentioning that Aveira, it sounds like what? That only that Aveira is on your mind. But what about all the new issues that you have? It looks as if he didn't look into his ways for the past year. This is a terrible sickness. For those who look into their neshama, their souls, there's always issues we have. Aveiros, or issues with our midas, our character. and then we'll see that they're falling short in reaching, meaning let's say not that, a tzaddik, he's not at the level he could have been. He's not at the level of Torah he could have been. There's even punishments on that, and therefore says Rabeinu Yona, the next year, you don't say vidu over the previous year's aveiros. You worry about this year's issues, and this year's lack of growth, and this year's levels that one did not reach fully. Additionally, says Rabeinu Yona, speech is difficult. To transgress and do averos with one's mouth or kamin. Rambam Zechron Levracha teaches Gemara Bavasra Shleisha Dvar Min Adam Nitzel Be'em B'chol Yom. One is not spared of three things each and every day. Here are avera, thoughts of sin. Avak lashon hara, the dust of lashon hara. V'shenim b'chuvanim liban b'tfilas abam rabbis, and he doesn't focus their attention fully on their tfilas. What do we see? Avak lashon hara. We see that there are averos that each year one has to certainly be careful and cognizant of to say vidayon and not just worry about the previous year's issues. Vashlishis. And a third reason why we should not say vidayon of the previous years, because it appears sounds like he's boasting that he's only saying vidu of his earlier averets. It sounds like I'm a tzaddik now. Yeah, I used to have issues back in the day, so I'll say vidu in those, but now I don't have any problems. You have nothing new, so you only say vidu on the earlier one. So concludes and proves Rabeinu Yona how we have to be careful not to say vidu only on prior averets, but of course also on current issues. But what about the fact that the Gemara had another opinion that you should always have your Avera in front of you, and therefore even the next year you should say Vidu on the previous year. What does that mean? It means it should always be before your eyes, and you should always remember in your heart, be conscious of the fact that you once upon a time fell to such a place. It shouldn't be in your mouth. Yerushalmi quotes the Yerushalmi in Yuma, it should always be with you, Tamin, meaning shouldn't be viewed like you never did it. You did it, but you got the kaparuk. The credible importance of growing in our tshuva, of growing in our vidui, of not just falling back on previous areas, but rather always ensuring to look at the most recent issues each and every year.